And then we can just say we'll create one more animation. Cinematics, level sequence. I could just call this kick animation. Alrighty. So we'll open that up. So same thing, we're just gonna have to click on our character. You don't have to click on him, but it'll make it a bit quicker. So when we click track, actor to sequence, he pops up right at the top. Click that. Alright, so again we want to enable, so search for IK, just enable those checkboxes. And then in this case, let's say we want to kick the right leg. So we just need to we'll create a starting position and we'll say the neutral or somewhat neutral stance will do. So we'll need access to this little rectangle here, this little box. Okay, so we'll just click here, add a frame. And we probably want to add a frame for this little pivot. In case we need to target the knees, the knee position, it might help a little bit. So we'll just add a frame there. Okay. So that should be fine. Well, obviously, I'm going to make mine very basic. I'm not going to worry about any upper body movement. So I'll select box and say, so we'll try 20 frames. And then we can start dragging this up. Okay. Well, we might try and put a little bit of effort into this and put a little bit of rotation. Okay, that's not going to work. Do I have to move this? Whoop. I'm going to rotate it that way. No, that's okay. So I think what you can do is so click this box, drag this up. Yeah, so we can sort of get it going like that. That's easier. There we go. Right, so we can say 20 frames and then just set a gauge on that. We'll hit the play button. Okay, so we can see that's way too slow. So we'll click on the frame and drag it probably over to frame 10. So we'll go twice that speed. And we'll see what that looks like. Okay, so that looks not perfect for sure, but it's probably going to be right. I might try 7 frames. So that'll be our first part of the kick. Then I'll move roughly another 7 frames. Drag this up further and this out a little bit, and then again just keep playing around with it and come back, playing it through. So that's still too slow, but that's alright, I'll work with that. And then maybe in the end I'll just do a quick kick, flick of the leg. So I'll just drag this out straight there. And then obviously this looks a little bit weird, so we could again go to the rotation tool and we can fix that up. Okay, and then if we go back through that, so he's yeah, his leg still has, his foot still has a bit of a problem, but it's alright. So I think, okay, I'm just gonna roll with that, and but yeah, so put as much detail into it as you can, and you can certainly come up with yeah, whatever, you know. Sky's the limit, really. So I think yeah, I might roll with that. Actually, since it's so easy, let me just fix this. So if we were going to do that, as I said, I've got this key here clicked, so whenever I make a change anywhere along the way, it'll create these keys automatically. So it ends up there. So if I just sort of try and make it transition a little bit better. Okay. Yep, there we go, that'll do. So again, drag this over to the end. Okay, we'll play that. Cool. So yeah, certainly could do with a lot of work, but that's going to do for now, so I'll save that one. Once you're happy with your animation, go up to body, right click, and select bake animation sequence. Select the animations folder we created earlier. We can just call this AS kick. Export, and then we'll be good to move on to the next animation.